Yes, sir.
What's good, homie?
First of all, let me say congratulations. Off rip,
My
man.
God. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you, G. I appreciate you, man. And thank you for your support too, man. I'm catching up I was just watching your AWAR interview.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm catching up. Thank you for your support, man.
Right, I got AWAR, I got Ill Will, and I got you today. So, y'all
man, you outside. You on the move. Appreciate you.
Y'all keep us busy, man. Y'all keep us busy, man.
Dope.
What does it mean to you for the last 48 hours? What does it mean to you going on in your head? What have you been seeing in the last 48 hours? Have you been able to grasp what you just did as a brand?
I'm definitely understanding it. I'm still processing a lot. I'm still catching up on all my social media. I got like 100 plus DMs to get through. I haven't even gotten to my ats on Twitter yet. I got to get on my Twitter. I haven't watched all the blogs that's out yet. I'm still even outside, kicking it with the fans, hanging out with everybody that supports. I was with Knowledge yesterday. I'm hanging out with you today. I think I'm on 15 Minutes of Fame tomorrow, hanging out with the homies up there. Right. So I'm seeing what it is. And I think it's like indications of what I foresaw, which was on paper, it's the lineup is capable of being one of those ones. And then when we get through the turnout and everything, I'm just like, man, we didn't even drop the footage yet. I think when we drop these 11 battles and, the millions of views and collective of this card gets to get rolled out and people start to get to really digest it and it opens it up to even more masses to see it on the tube. I think at that point, we can start talking about where it ranks like top 10, top 5 of events of all time and all that type of shit. And that to me was what I kind of envisioned. And to see that now exploding out, it's an honor. It's an honor.
Did everything check the boxes for you in terms of the events? And I think there's something that's a small caveat that I think that needs to be highlighted. What you did, and I got to salute you on this, ARP. You gave brothers ample time to get their material right. Real talk. And it felt like everyone delivered. Let me explain something to you. ARP, I recap battles for years. A lot of times the main event, the grudge match, don't live up to the hype.
Yeah.
And this did.
Yeah. It's
the kid, like anything matched to me.
Yeah, there's no there's not a conveyor belt over here. If you're catching what I'm relaying right there, there's no conveyor belt over here. We're not just standing in a factory, just next. It's not that. It's not like, yo, just get something out, get a product out and put a price tag on it and just sell it. That's never been RBE. We've never been the people that is trying to do 20 events a year or nothing like that. And shout out to the people that do. I respect the grind, but we don't do it for a living.
Right.
And when we get to focus on being calculated, and I think people catch on even much more to our vision for how we move our brand and our company. You know what I'm saying? So even something like giving people the time, I mean, we could have did it sooner, you know what I'm saying? Because it was literally paid for in like the last week of June or like the first week of July. So we could have did it sooner, you know what I'm saying? But there's not a rush. We'll get to it and then we'll do like a whole month plus promo run, getting back to that, not just putting out a flyer and a trailer, a real promo run where the battlers get a chance to be outside and be a part of all the energy and create even more storylines and narratives as well. But that's one thing that has been leaving the game in a bunch of leagues lately. It's just like conveyor belt, trailer, flyer, event done. Trailer, flyer, event done. How about a whole promo run again? How about a trailer per battle? How about everybody blogging, doing interviews, me on the front lines as well. I'm all over the place. I'm traveling I'm all of that. So I think the more we can do that and focus on the promotion, the bigger these spotlights could be, and it continues to help the culture move in the right direction.
Could we have gotten this card earlier if you, Verb, and Young Ill didn't go through the discrepancies at that time? Could this card have been 30 years ago?
No. The timing of Max Out 3 it would have only worked right now.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
And not only is the timing of it to only work right now, everything works out bigger because everything is a bigger situation than what it could have been in the past.
Okay.
So in the past, Verb is a bigger battle rapper than he was. Like, he continued to grow. RBE since 2018, probably put on another 200,000+ subscribers to our channel. Our brand has grew. We went through we went through a bunch of new series. We went through new creativity. We went through new cars. We went through Max Out 1 and Max Out 2. So we had new eyes. We grew everything. Young Ill, instead of it being, just that, we getting a cool looking matchup, Ill Will versus Young Ill. Now it's like this return in St. Louis thing with his battle. You got Big K now in a situation, champion of the year, looks like. You know what I'm saying? Hitman is a bigger battler now. It's just all these elements where it's just like, no matter what we could have did back then, the timing was for now. You know what I'm saying? So
what is it about Verb's energy and quote unquote captain marketable skills that name it really lives in fruition when it comes to Captain Marketable? What the gift of gab? What do you equate that to?
Gift of gab is always part of it. I used to say that about Surf. I used to be like,
yes.
I used to say, Surf, like, what's his best talent, y'all? It's not him rapping, it's his gab. That was me taking shots at him when he was going back and forth and shit.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I say that actually to give respect and kudos to the Surfs of the world, because if the talent isn't there, all that talk is for nothing. So that folds me now into my point with Verb. Verb, he's a threat in every area. He's a threat once he signs the contract, sometimes before he signs the contract. You know what I'm saying? I watched an A-Ward interview. The man felt away. He said on your interview, I'm wondering if we just need to find a spot and catch a quick fade. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is A-Ward talking like this. Like, that's what A-Verb did to him. Then he has the face-off moment. Then he gets up there and has a classic battle. You know what I mean? So he's a threat in so many places. And you don't get to be a Mount Rushmore unless you're a special person. The Mount Rushmore isn't reserved for 100 people. You know what I'm saying? Our best bloggers isn't reserved for 100 people. Our best media isn't reserved for 100 people in this culture. I wish it was. I wish there was more. I wish there was 100 3-lettermans out there, but there's not. There's not. You know what I'm saying? I wish there was 1,000. If there was, let me make up a real number. At least 20 verbs in battle rap.
Jesus Christ.
There would be at least 10 millionaires in the game. At least maybe more. Because you don't have to be the Verb to be the millionaire. You create these scenarios where other people make more money too. If there was like 20 to 50 A-Verbs in this culture, everybody would, Pepsi, Coke, Sprite, everybody would be in here. Mercedes, BMW, everybody would be in battle rap sponsoring this shit if there was 50 A-Verbs.
I tell this man all the time, the day he hangs his jersey up, it's gonna be a sad, low-key sad day, man. It really is.
Yeah, I'll tell you something. I hope Verb remembers this. I damn sure do. There was a time where Verb was about to retire.
Yes,
it was around the time where I think he battled B Dot. Somewhere around that time.
Okay.
I remember having these conversations with him, and I was just like trying to be one of those people to give him reasons to stay. Same way I did with like Ill Will when Ill Will battled Math, like trying to see these people that not only mean a lot to me and RBE as a fan and as a company, but also what I see what their impact and their legacy is on the game. Now imagine Verb's not here. It's like how it feels, when we lost Surf.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's a loss for the culture. Verb is a similar impact. It's a loss, man. It's a loss. So loud. We need our GOATs. We need our legends. We need the people that change things. Sometimes you could change things for the better or for the worse, but just having the power to create change, we got to protect those people. We really do. We really do.
I know you're big on people promoting events when they're part of your cards and stuff, right?
What league owner isn't?
But I feel like you're one of the league owners that really presses that a lot, and I'm glad that you do. It helps us out a lot, right? Did you feel the way that it was only Verb spearheading this really hard?
No. I mean, when you see it, let me just speak from a business side now. Right. From a business side, energy is an energy. All right. If the energy is there, just pure business now. I don't care who's doing it, how many people's doing it, why it's happening. If it's there, it's there. So if you're in my shoes from a business standpoint, you say, I'm just happy for that. You know what I'm saying? Now, on a more interpersonal side, I don't look at A Ward like that, because even I, from the outside looking in, and I know behind the scenes shit, even I started to be like, yo, is this too much? Is this, I'm here, this personal shit. Is this too much? If I was A Ward, would I be like, yo, fuck this battle? Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Well, you
like,
curse.
I
You
gotta look at
curse.
it from the human side and the interpersonal side. Like, I have feelings just like the next man, so I gotta still try to put myself in A Ward's shoes and be like, yo, is this gonna be okay? You know what I'm saying? So it's wild, but it worked out, man. I think A Ward used it as fuel.
And let's be honest, Verb brought a different side of A-Ward. Can I say that?
Well, I mean, it's the battle started like that.
Thursday.
Even the energy from the face off.
Right. Yes. My,
You know what I'm saying? So
you see that?
you think A Ward like Charlie Clips is possibly the coolest person in battle rap, right? You think he's ever gonna put A Ward in a type of emotional feeling where he's gonna act like that at a face off or act like that in a battle? No. So Verb did something to A Ward. It changed them for the moment. And I think I respect what A Ward says. It's like, I know it's like a pigeonhole thing. I shouldn't say a pigeonhole thing, more of an ignorant thing of what a Christian is. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nobody walking earth that's perfect. Nobody, Christian or not, religious or not, whatever God you pray to, A Ward included. So, you know, if it's, you know, for this next 30 seconds, the Glock 40 is out. It is what it is.
Viral. Listen, when I see
viral for the right reason.
Yes. But what's dope about it is his contemporaries, his counterparts, his colleagues are the ones posting that. I'm seeing it for the last 2-3 days. That's been the slogan. It's like,
two of the haymakers of the year. Close my eyes and hit something and Glock 40 on your bitch ass. They both came out of the blue room. I think it's not just a 2023 thing. I can go five years from now and be like, yo, tell me some of your favorite haymakers. I'm still gonna mention those two. You know what I'm saying? It's not just living in the moment or a 2023 thing. It's like sticking on A-Ward for the moment though. Like what he did, Glock 40 was trending. I just put it on my Instagram.
Wow.
Congratulations, A-Ward.
The Glock 40, I felt the Showtime ARP. I'm not in the building. So by the crib, B Magic slogan and A Verb slogan at the crib, you can feel the energy. Verb has not done a Showtime in a hot minute, ARP. In a hot minute, this man is not. I've asked him battles, sir, can we get a Showtime? And you could just feel oozing out of there, man. Those are 3 dope moments right there, man, for me.
Yeah, when A-Verb started his first round with Jims, he did something that he never did before. He's only done it one time. The very first thing he said was 2-minute round. He started the battle with a Showtime versus Jims.
Judge battle.
To me, that was epic. But what he just did with A-Ward, it smashes that by a million. Because if you felt it on the stream, imagine how it felt in the the whole place shook. 3-minute rounds. They ain't booked me for. And when he said so, and the whole crowd screamed, yo, I was like, oh shit. That type of energy is a couple of times where I felt it. I felt it when we was introducing Mook versus Verb. Nigga holla calling me. I'll hit you back, G. Am my audio still good?
You good.
Yeah. So when we was introducing Mook and Verb, when Mook started putting on his do-rag and the whole crowd started chanting RBE, right? If you notice the footage, I go like this. I go, oh shit, because in the building, the sound started to crack in my ears. Like, oh shit, that's how A-Verb Showtime felt, as well as B Magic's slogan, his closing slogan.
Yeah, you felt
told him once. I was like, yo, this is crazy. So the crowd was there for it, man. It was a beautiful crowd. It was the perfect crowd.
Perfect.
Man,
look at your face when you said that. Wow, look at your face when you said that. Look at your face expression when you said that.
I didn't even say that to myself yet, like, because that's a part of battle rap now. We be like, yo, don't go to this city, don't go to this state, be careful of this crowd. This one's gonna boo. And I think about it, and we obviously been in Atlanta for a bunch of years now, but I'm just like, yo, Max Out 3's crowd was perfect. You can't ask for a better crowd. It was mad.
But before I move on to the next battle, did you expect A Ward and A Verb to live up to the hype though?
I expected them to have a good battle. I didn't know it was going to be a classic and a battle of the year contender and one of Verb's best performances and a Ward that we haven't seen before as far as like some of the things he said and his energy and his passion towards, you know, returning the favor for Verb's promotion and shit. It's just like I didn't know that those elements was going to be there. You know what I'm saying? So that's what changes things from just like, okay, we got two talented people that got booked to stand in front of each other and perform. Right? We see that every card. And that's cool. That's status quo. There's elements that are above that now that make a battle like I felt that. I felt that energy. Like that's something I could reference years from now. That's something I could talk about. That's something that makes that they're able to put on their resume and stamps them in different categories and shit. That's like legendary. It's like a moment.
Right.
It's like not just the event, but like that battle alone. Like when you go across the battle rap timeline and you get to A Ward and A Verb, it's gonna blip. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't know it was gonna be that. And I think the battles, it is what it is, even right now.
Right.
When it's gonna age crazy, like the footage and everything, yes. It's gonna age. It's a classic. It's a classic battle.
Also, I want to make sure I give shout out to Showtime, SP, Vodafly, and Frozenberg for the commentary that those brothers.
Shout out to the commentators, man. They did it out of passion. They did it out of love. But even yet, still, this is RBE, man, and them guys got paid more than a lot of battle rappers. You know what I'm saying? They got paid more than there's a lot of battle rappers that don't make what they got paid individually to hold it down and to work and be a part of this historic moment for us. So shout out to those two guys, man. I didn't even get to see the footage yet, but I'm seeing feedback that they did a good job. So I appreciate those guys, man. They did what they were supposed to do.
The security guy, can you talk to me about that? Have you heard your feedback that you got?
No, I saw it. I didn't have to hear it. I was standing in the crowd. Yeah, so that's why I was able to get there because I was watching. I didn't miss any battles. Like even if you don't see me on the camera, even if you don't see me on the camera, I'm just chilling in the crowd watching the battles with like the fans and everything. I'm just chilling. So I knew it was a testy battle, period, because that Zay can get in that bag. You know what I mean? We'll tell Zay, like, yo, you got to turn up, man. I know you the smooth guy off camera, calm, chilling out. But when them cameras cut on, you got to get them fans with and that's already in him by nature anyway, where he come from. You know what I'm saying? So, and I seen that in him when he battled Pain all the way back in the music room days, like years ago. So I know that he could bring that aggression to the stage. And Sino has always been like that. Sino will give it up when he can get into demon mode too. So I think those guys definitely was having testy moments and all that. But shout out to my guy, man. I'm not even gonna drop his name just in case. Cause now I don't want y'all to start running with his name on social media and shit. So I'm not gonna say his name. But now I think he got a little frustrated because you know, the battlers were bumping into him. You know what I'm saying? So at one point I think he had like his forearm out, like, and then there was one bump that I think got him too much. And I think in the spur of the moment, he moved out. You know what I'm saying? He moved out. And, you know, I jumped in there real quick, you know, because he's now in a different mode. Like, it's like damn near go time for him. Like, you know what I'm saying? And Sino is Sino. You know what I'm saying? Sino ain't no chump or nothing like that. So being that lucky, I was able to get in there real quick, jump in the middle. They gonna follow my lead, you know what I'm saying? Because the respect there and we working together and it's like, oh, you know, it's AR, I'm gonna hold him down a certain way, and I appreciate everybody that gives me the respect that I give to them.
Absolutely.
So that's why I was able, like, as soon as I stepped in, I'm not gonna say his name. You realize AR, I'm like, let's go this way. Boom, we out. You know what I'm saying? So took him upstairs real quick, let him vent, let him get it out of his system. You know what I'm saying? We've all been in them scenarios where your adrenaline is up.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you ever take somebody out of a situation that raises your adrenaline and you in go mode and all that type of shit. You know how one of your mans could be activated and all his people just standing around him, like making sure he don't go nowhere.
Yep.
That's all I had to do after that. Just let him be upstairs, let him get it out of his chest. So the adrenaline come down, he's able to laugh it off. I'll pop you on my back. Hey, I got you. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go back downstairs, but don't go back up to the battle because I don't want any of that energy of now Sino or Zay to have to see you on camera while they're still performing. You know what I'm saying? So just stay on the outside of the crowd, continue to calm down. And then after that, we all going to sweep this under the rug and then we're going to go back to work. You know what I'm saying? So
ARP, are we watching not the death of the big stage, but is the small rooms going to dominate moving forward?
There's no death of the big stage. The big stage has its place. And I don't prefer big stages. So some people might expect me to use this opportunity to shit on the big stage, right? Because people are shitting on the big stage. Right. And if ARP comes in there, he's just going to compound it. And I'm not even using this opportunity to do that. The big stage has its place. There's even certain performances that are just better on a big stage. Like certain battlers can be better with certain moments that they have on a big stage. But in my opinion, the small room has always been bigger. I've been screaming that since I got here. I built Blood, Sweat, and Tears off of the small room to promote and show that not only should we be mixing the tiers and not separating these guys and calling people top tier, mid tier, low tier, and creating matchups like that. Not only did I come in screaming that like, yo, that's not good for this culture. We need to expand and grow these matchups. Being nice is being nice, no matter how long you've been rapping or what your resume is. If you're nice, you're nice, right? And then along with that, also saying like, you guys are using this terminology of these mid tiers right now, which we don't hear really anymore unless somebody's trying to make a point, right? And you guys are using that, and you're not letting the big cannons, the JCs, the Mr. Millses of the Danger Zone, these type of rappers, those type of guys, you're not letting them grow because they're actually better in this type of environment, right? They're way better in this type of environment. So when you get that, and then after that, you got series like Born Legacy that adds on to that, kind of does Blood, Sweat, and Tears matchups and goes into a smaller arena. You got other small arenas that start to get stronger as well. Small rooms start to become a thing where you don't just say, all right, because you guys have small names and you guys aren't big draws, I'm going to push you in the small card or the day one card in that space. But the big names I'm going to put, no, we was like the big names belong in the small rooms too. You know what I'm saying? So we had all these philosophies based on seeing the outcome and feeling the vibe and the energy and building a certain reputation around good matchups as well as big matchups in a small arena. And we've been like that since 2014. And I think people caught on back then because we've seen leagues do it as well, right? But now there's more of a spotlight on it because 2023, there's been so many big cards that fell short that were on big stages. There's been a lot consistent small room cards, like the whole Blue Room shit in 2023, and everything has been fire. So people's picking out some of the common denominators more. And just so happens that the last big stage event was horrible. So that people are doing that. But even I'm not going to use that as a moment to say the big stage is dead. Nah, the big stage has its place. To me, it's just never been better for battle rap quality than a small room.
Well, ARP, if I'm Hitman Holla, right, and I'm like, okay, I've flourished heavy on RBE channel, but to the general public, my best battles have been against Bill Collector, small room, and now Ill Will, small room, compared to Calico and Cassidy. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if Hitman would have ever looked at it like that because Hitman could obviously dominate both. You know what I'm saying? But I think his career and him being such a big star and having such mega battles, and once again, big battles follow the formula of big room, big stage, more ticket sales. That's the general formula. RBE broke that formula. They cursed us out and thought that we was the worst decision makers in the world when we announced the return of Murder Mook in 2018 in Club Drum.
I remember that. Yes, yeah.
They said, you guys don't know what you're doing. We said, no, we're just not abandoning the formula that has produced what y'all say is the best matchmaking platform since we got here. We're not going to get 4 years later and then switch the formula because now we have our biggest main event in 2018. We stuck to the formula, right? And I think the same thing is where I book a big battle, I need a big stage. And I think a lot of Hitman, because he is who he is, battles end up there. He's a big ticket. He's a big star. But now you got RBE that comes with a formula of a majority of his battle or half of his battles on RBE are in a small room. And it just so happens that as well as he does on a big stage and as big of a star as he is,
right,
we're showing you what Hitman does in a small room, and now it creates a new conversation. Now you even get to look at Hitman different. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that's about.
Did you look at Hitman Holla and Ill Will as a legacy battle? I know you always talk
100%.
about legacy battles. I know you're big
100%. That's the reason why for me it was the most important battle of the card going in, because it's a battle that we've been trying to set up
right
for years. For years, it was always about the timing. It was always about that matchup right there is one that we got on reserve for us to just get off one, because these are both my guys. You know what I'm saying? But I saw from a battle rap standpoint, like, yo, that's one of them ones. Like that in front of each other, that it just looks perfect for a matchup, regardless of their differences and abilities. Hitman Holla and Ill Will in front of each other, I always looked at that and said that, nah, I need that. And then it becomes a legacy battle because their status, who they are, and who they are to RBE. I can't imagine an RBE without Ill Will. You know what I'm saying? For the 10-year run that we've been on. He was with us in 2014 when we started. You know what I'm saying? He was on our first Blood, Sweat, and Tears card. Yeah, I mean, he actually replaced Arsenal. We had our first original Blood, Sweat, and Tears card was Arsenal versus Big Cannon. And that flyer is probably somewhere on my Instagram or Facebook or something. And then Arsenal got a call, I think, for the Ether event or something. And him and his manager called me on three-way, respectfully, like, yo, we got this big opportunity, big bag, boom, boom, yo, can we work something out? And I was just like, yo, we do it like this, yo, we good. And they was so professional and honorable. And this was before RBE or ARP was who ARP is.
Right,
it was 2014. And Arsenal was moving with such respect and such honor and such professionalism. So that's the first time I worked with Ill Will. I got Ill Will to switch in. You know what I'm saying? He's been with us since then. And Hitman Holla, you see, he said, yo, I changed RBE. I raised RBE.
Is that true though? You got flowers more?
Of course it is. Of course it's true. Of course it's true. Like that, everybody. I just got off the phone.
Are you being humble?
Say again.
Are you being humble by saying that?
What, that he changed RBE?
Yes.
No, that's like, first of all, I could before I speak on Hitman, I could say you changed RBE, 3 Letterman. Everybody had. I just told this to Uncle. I don't just say this in public. I was just literally 10 minutes before me and you got on the show. I was just on the phone with Uncle Rob, right? And I told him the same thing. I said, as far as like our pillars and our real supporting, because I continue to say battle rap is a small industry. It's a small. We make the shit look big, but we got very short ceilings. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you got your premier and your lead bloggers that push the product, push the entertainment, push the promotion, help us. You got the leagues that get out on these front lines and take this risk to create this content for all of us. You got the battle rappers that got to show up, be professional, give a good show. You got the blog, everything. So from 3 Letterman all the way to Hitman Holla, everybody has a brick in this building.
Wow.
Everybody. Some people might have a wall. Like Holla got a wall. He got his own wall. But everybody got at least a brick. If you support RBE, you are helping us. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, he's elevated Verb Entertainment. Of course.
Let me say this about Hitman Holla also, man. Let me get his brothers some props. ARP. A lot of people get on this man for talking about accolades and everything like that. But man, this man accolade bars was hitting hard. His accolades bars was hitting me in the chest. I'm not gonna hold you, man. He was saying some ill stuff. I was like, All right, Holla, I hear you. How did it feel for you to have Big
Hall
Gerald?
of Fame careers on multiple leagues. That
How did it feel for you to have Big Gerald and Calico's father in the building together, though?
was dope.
That's got to be dope for you, though. I mean, you know,
That
Black
was dope.
and Big
There's
Gerald.
another one. There's another one that I didn't realize. So of course you have the whole STL thing. I don't think it's ever going to happen again. All four of them. I don't think that's ever going to happen again. You know, you got what you just said, Big Gerald and Blackface, and then you also have Arsenal, Goods, and Head Ice have never been on the same card since the Lions Den. Like, yeah, there's too much that Max Out 3 is going to age as like, it's just a lot of shit. Not just the battles all being crazy and us going 11 for 11. There's like a lot of little pockets that it has. Like them three on the same card since Lions Den, the four STL Kings. I don't think that's ever going to happen again. Like all of that is just a lot of shit. It's just a lot of shit, man. It's just obviously not your typical get this matchup, get that matchup, get this matchup, that one, that one, that one, that one. Put them together. Here's a card. Put a title on top. Whatever title fits the season that it is. If it's the winter, I'm gonna call it this. If it's the summer, I'm gonna call it this. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not that. Like Max Out 3 is really crafted. It's crafted. You know what I'm saying?
I apologize to Goods and Calico because I said before I didn't like this battle at all, and I was wrong. Part of self Goods, part of self Cal. I thought they were going to talk through the battles and talk to each other rounds. We didn't get none of that. And Goods, yeah, my dude, Goods. I got to give it up to you, brother, because I feel like a lot of people are picking Cal to clearly beat Goods, and it's a debatable battle. My opinion, ARP. It's debatable.
Goods got a lot of epic performances because he's been doing this for so long. Mm-hmm. And I hope I'm not just living in the moment when I feel like that's definitely one of his best performances, and I can't think of a more favorite, just personal performance I have from Goods.
It's been a while.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know how many performances I'd take over what he just did Saturday that he has. Mm-hmm. I did definitely like 5 Goods performances that I take over that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because I think, not to say that he doesn't have that amount of good performances, meaning that performance versus Calico was that good.
Yeah.
It was that good. You know what I'm saying? It was a classic, epic, rare form Goods. Once again, the timing of certain things. Goods was just the timing of the battle for him was, y'all can't play with my name like this.
Yes.
Y'all can't say the words like rapping and can't in the same sentence when you're talking about Goods.
Good point.
I really am a rapper. Like,
good point.
It's like telling a starting NBA player like, yo, you can't make a layup. It's just like, what? My whole career is based on at least the layup. It's like you're telling Goods that he can't rap. Mm-hmm. Like, what's wrong with y'all? And he gets in there and he does that. And if Calico isn't Calico at his best in front of that Goods, not only does he die, but he doesn't help himself, Goods, RBE, the coach, and everybody get this classic. A classic was created by those two guys. You know what I'm saying? They told me that there's 4 Battle of the Night contenders that came off of one card, which within itself don't make any sense. 4 Battle of the Night contenders on one card. Don't make no sense. Don't make no sense.
So let me ask you this. Are you and your team, are y'all struggling with what battle we get first? Or we get in the main event?
Probably. I saw you and A-Ward talking about that too. Yeah. And I could see why Verb and Ward or Calico and Good. I could, like the card is just that epic. But
numbers, analytics. Holla.
Well, that's always going to be a part of it. That's always going to be a part of it. But if I just stick with what was like, all right, the card is still constructed. Like the first battle that's locked in, the most legacy based matchup that has years in the making behind it. You know what I'm saying? It's still the Hitman Holla versus Ill Will. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't want to even get into any arguments for that. I'll just stay with the regular formula. Like, I just drop the main event first, regardless.
Absolutely.
Because there's multiple main events on the card, you know, from the fans' perspectives. Like, some fans be like, yo, I don't, Goods and Calico is my main event. That's me, how I feel personally. And this person is just like, yo, based on the promo and based on the outcome, Verb and Ward is my main event. And I'm fine with all of that. So the only way I could differentiate now is just go to like the typical formula. Like, is at the top of the flyer if I can put out first. Like, I don't want any beef with nobody.
Right.
I don't want no backlash. You know what I'm saying?
Why was Arsenal and B Magic a surprise battle?
You said, why was it a surprise battle?
Yes.
So it was a collective idea. Shout out to Gerald. He had that idea along with Verb. And once I got into the mix of it, we all started to formulate it. Like, you want to know what? Let's bring it to life. Let's bring it to life for real. When you look at the card, it's like it kind of it doesn't make sense without B Magic because of the nostalgia of it. B Magic is also having such a crazy year. At first, when I had those first 3 battles locked in, St. Louis guys, my mind was going to starting 5. Because I was like, yo, we never did a starting 5 again after Team Hami versus Writer's Block.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's the only time I remember seeing that happen in battle rap too. Like, not battle rap areas, but battle rap groups going against each other. Like, that was just crazy. So I was like, yo, this is my opportunity. We get Magic, we get Oops, and then you got your 5. You know what I'm saying? But then when we had the opportunity to do Calico and Goods, that changes that. It's just like, now it's not that anymore. It's just like, it's now max out instead of like team versus team. You know what I mean? So Magic being there, it had to be. It sealed
the deal for me.
It sealed the deal. And then Arsenal was there because we had options that we were just floating as ideas. All right, who did Magic battle yet? Who's gonna be a great opponent? Somebody that also could help us continue to make this max out so that we don't get out there and say, yo, we got this surprise battle, y'all. And then when it comes on, it's like, oh, that's it. It's like, no, like those 2 guys, like 2 legends, you giving us that as a damn near a bonus. So that's why the idea is we had Sirius Jones was an idea. T-Rex was an idea, which is when I text them of that screenshot that I put in my blog.
Yes.
A month after he asked Disaster to change his price. Which is just like, wake up, people. You know what I'm saying? Sirius Jones, T-Rex, and Arsenal were like the top 3 ideas. You know what I'm saying? And it ended up being Arsenal, and I'm very, very happy that it was Arsenal number 1 because Arsenal, very first time I did a Mount Rushmore, I'm pretty sure Arsenal was on it. I think that blog is still on my channel. I'm pretty sure I had Arsenal on it. And to get a jersey representation like that, to get a legend and a GOAT guy like that on Max Out, our biggest card ever, I'm really glad. I mean, shout out to Rex and definitely shout out to Jones. Those 2 guys, they're legends as well. But I'm just honored also that it just turned out to be Arsenal. And then Arsenal shows up with the performance that he did, and him and B Magic get voted as a Battle of the Night contender. So I couldn't ask for more.
They was ARP. Listen to me. There's only 2 surprise matches in battle rap history that I think panned out. It was this one and Chess and Av for no. Those are the only 2 for me that I can remember that panned out the surprise battle. Because Arsenal, he was wilding. He was wilding.
Yeah, man. I want to send a big thank you to both of those guys. Magic has been on RBE this year. He's been in the Blue Room, and even his Blue Room battle versus Coach Corleone was crazy. Was crazy, was insane. So B Magic is having himself a fucking year. And Arsenal's like one of the guys that I kind of like look in the mirror and I'm like, yo, ARP, what the fuck is wrong with you? Because part of me feels like, yo, we got like 5 or 6 Arsenal battles, right? And I think we only got like 3. So I look in the mirror on that and be like, yo, I'm dropping the ball with it. Like why don't I don't have like 5, 6, 7, 8 classic Arsenal battles on the RBE legacy? It's just like
RQB,
R show off, and then after that, it's like, what? Like, am I tripping? AR? And that's why I'm dropping the ball there. So, because Arsenal is such a legend, and Arsenal is very easy to work with. Like, he's very professional. He's very straightforward. You don't need to go back and forth and argue with him, you know, when it's time to, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's either it's going to work or it's not going to work.
Right.
You know what I mean? But his professional side has always been that for me. Anytime we've made, oh yeah, matter of fact, because the Jag battle didn't happen.
The Jag battle happened fast.
Yeah, the Jag battle didn't happen. But Oz has always been a very, very stand-up and professional person. His talent is there for the world to see. He's one of the, if not the highest, whatever, him, DNA, Hitman, whatever goes, Charlie Clips, how them guys rotate through it or whatever, whoever got more battles or more views or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just like the man is a fucking GOAT, man. And you know, he blessed the stage on our biggest card ever. So shout out to those two guys. Yeah.
Young, talk to me about Big K and Young Ill. Talk to me about that.
Yo, proud to have it for multiple reasons. Getting a Young Ill performance in the RBE library is dope. You know, because our library, I feel like we have one of the best libraries in battle rap history. It's like, you know, when you look at like the URL library, you have no choice but to salute. It's just like, yo, their library is incredible of the amount of talent
Absolutely
and matchups that have come through URL. It's incredible. King of the Dot as well. Incredible
Absolutely
library. Incredible library. It's like the moment that you become ignorant and try to stunt and say like, oh, like if you just go look at the library alone, you say like, oh wow, look what King of the Dot has done so far.
Mm-hmm.
And URL, and they're like LeBron, like you already got the scoring title, and you're still putting up stats. You're still, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like RBE is in that lane now as well. Like when I look at the RBE library, the amount of talent that has come through our platform, the caliber of matchups, the classics, the historic moments, the game changing stuff, things that have shifted the culture. It's like Young Ill becomes a part of that to me. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you had Ice Pack on your legacy. You know what I'm saying? So that's so dope for RBE. And you know, we got right because we had that battle situated in the past, and we came back and we did it in a way where it's now a bigger situation.
Whoa, real big.
You know what I'm saying? It's a bigger situation. You know what I'm saying? Ice was another guy that was very professional, very straightforward, easy to work with. You know what I'm saying? Sturdy guy. You know, moves with integrity. I mean, gets up there, gives us a good performance, gets to that third round and loses his mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of that.
I thought Young Ill was getting more comfortable as the rounds were going on. He got more comfortable.
Okay.
I thought he was comfortable. I got BK 2-1 as a blogger. I got BK 2-1, round 1, round 2. Round 2, BK still rounds fire too. Let me be clear on that. But I edge Ice Pack in the third.
Yeah, Ice Pack lost his fucking mind in the third, and you know, all those things I just said is the reason why I was just like, it's an honor to have Ice Pack a part of the RBE catalog, library, legacy. So that within itself is like, yo, salute Ice, thank you, I appreciate you, G. On the Big K side of things, that's like my friend in real life. You know what I'm saying? So I don't gotta say too much about our history. Everybody already knows what that is. But why it's important. Yeah, everybody. That's what I'm about to say. So I don't gotta talk about all that with K. Everybody already knows that. You know what I mean? But what's important about that battle on K's side of the fence now is because I think he is I'm seeing people saying it now. Like they're not just on the fence. They're like, I see people like, nah, it's K. And I'm just so proud because I feel like he earned it. He deserves it because also his personality. K is one of the coolest people ever. He's the funniest person ever in his real life, off camera. You know what I'm saying? K, like there's a lot of weirdos and clowns in battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Like K is a guy that you could hang out with in real life. You know what I'm saying? Some of these guys, like you can't keep me on the phone with them longer than 30 seconds. Me and K, we don't have to have no business. I could be on the phone with K for an hour just talking shit. Like he's one of the coolest niggas in the game. You know what I'm saying? But I think because he's a brash guy, he's not looking to make friends. You know what I'm saying? He's not looking to rub shoulders. He's not looking to be promoting and yelling or being in the limelight all day long. That's just not his personality.
Right.
So I think over the years, he became like the bad guy. Like, I don't got no time to hear you blocked and all, you know what I'm saying? So he became the bad guy. And I think despite him not being that type of personality, finally to have a year like this, he's getting what I think he's already deserved, which is just people appreciating what he brings to the stage. You know what I'm saying? The guy's like, look at his resume. The guy's a legend. The guy's a legend. The guy's already done an insane amount for the culture, but
I got this
he
man,
deserves it.
ARP, to say you battle Mook and Rex, and you can make the argument he beat Mook and Rex. A lot of people are not walking these streets saying they beat Mook and Rex in the same year, sir. In the same year. Yeah. All right. I had him beat it. Hey, I was in the building for that. I had him beat Rex, had him beat Mook, got him beat Ice Pack. Like, he's wilding right now. He's having a phenomenal, and his first,
he's having a crazy year
against Young Ill.
It didn't make no sense. There's just those type of years where you do you take certain battles and you move certain ways strategically.
Right.
Where it's like that makes your shit different. It's like when Verb has Mook and Lux in the same year, that's just different. When K has like Mook and Rex back to back in the same year, and that's coming after the AWAR performance, and then you end up with Ice Pack's return in the sea of St. Louis. Let me tell you something also. I saw Big K in the parking lot when I came outside during one of the intermissions. He's standing in the corner by himself at a parking lot, in the back of the parking lot. I woke up on him. Oh, it's good, G. How you know what I'm saying? Well, you good? How you feeling? Boom. I look around, I was like, yo, who you here with? He said, I'm here by myself. I'm scratching my head because when he comes to like, I think it's the clone battle, like Max Out 1, he had like 20 people with him, right? Mook battle, Blue Room.
Yeah, deep. He was deep.
Last card. Comes to like 30 people with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's footage. I'm standing outside. I'm waiting for him to pull up so I could have the gate open for him. You know what I'm saying? And he pulls in with a sea of people. You know what I'm saying? So now when we do a card that, and he knows behind the scenes, 4 St. Louis niggas on it, and you come and you purposefully come by yourself. Yeah. I said, yo, this nigga's crazy, but that's kind of dope.
Dog.
Like,
dog, man, the dog.
Only Big K does shit like that.
Right.
Would even think to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna go my last card, I'm gonna bring 30 people. It's not like 30 people all of a sudden they have something to do this past Saturday. It's not. He could at least showed up with like one person. He purposefully came by himself.
Wow, that's crazy.
So yeah, it's wild, man. It's wild.
One question about Ice Pack.
Yeah.
Can we get him back on RBE? I don't want
to. I don't. Ice Pack needs to be back. Period. Now, I think after his performance, people want to see more.
Right. I do
want to see. People want to see more. So, and that's a good thing about when you come back. You come back versus a strong performance, and you hold yourself down. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing.
Do you think JC is salivating at his mouth for the Blue Room?
I think a lot of battle rappers are. I mean, that's what we're seeing. That's what we're seeing. I think a lot of battle rappers wanna definitely because it's the battle rap. Like if a league owner is calling you and telling you, yo, it's a different experience to rap in a Blue Room. In the back of their mind, even if they're listening to me, it's just like, yeah, but you don't rap. You know what I'm saying? It's like an NBA player telling you, like, you don't really know what it is, you know, with 4 seconds left to stand on the free throw line until you're dead. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say, like, when the rappers are the ones that's telling the other rappers, like, no, I was there and it's crazy to actually perform there. That's when everybody as other rappers are going to listen. Like, this is a peer saying it. So, yeah, I see a Geechee or Rum Nitty or Daylight, or it's like some of our top battle rappers, like, I need Blue Room action. It's just like, it's certified, it's stamped of the best environment in battle rap right now.
Can you and Diz relationship be repaired?
Of course it can. Of course, because nothing happened where it's just like, you know, there's next level intentions. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't do something that gives me next level feelings or intentions or vibes. You know what I'm saying? But just because it can be doesn't mean that it should be. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's best to just say, all right, you know, I'm going to go this way respectfully, you go that way respectfully, and, you know, do your thing. You know, one thing about Disaster I ain't never going to take from him is he's a god. He's a god, he's a legend. You know what I'm saying? Like, Diz was one of my favorite battle rappers early on. Like, when he I used to tell Diz this, like, damn near like 10 years ago. Like, when he battled Quantum, And he did that mid-round rebuttal of quantum stroking or whatever, and he did that exposing in the air shit, you know what I'm saying, getting shot in the throat or whatever, mid-round shit. I was just like, yo, that man is insane. He's insane, you know what I'm saying? So there is no taking away who Disaster is and what he's done for the culture. But, you know, it's just certain things that, you know, that happen that just is like, you know, it is what it is. I have no problem going this way and you can go that way. And I don't got no more. I might have taken a couple shots over the weekends in certain interviews or whatever, Adam, or whatever, because I still had little small elements of petty about, damn, the amount of shit that I know about that situation and I didn't even put out. And that even shows, to be honest, like now I'm just, this is like the real humble ARP right now. I'm not being fake right now at all. Like, I gotta have a certain level of respect for Diz to not even put out the stuff that I have in my phone and that I know about. I just gotta have a certain level of respect for him. This is like, I'm not trying to get into war with him where I just like, yo, I'm gonna try to bury you with this and this and this and this. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't feel like that towards dude, but at the same time, it doesn't mean that we have to be friends. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, out of respect, I'm gonna go this way and you can go that way. And I wish you the best, G. And I took my little shots over the weekend, but yeah, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying?
Ace Amin taking a shot at you at Summer Madness. Did you chuckle?
He got it 100. Let me tell you something. The last time I saw Ace Amin in person, his little short ass was standing on the fucking RBE stage trying to set up a battle, a show off. I got footage of him doing a face off, a show off. You know what I'm saying? So like, I didn't get that. And the last time I talked to him, he was always, I shouldn't say always, I ain't gonna lie, no man. There's a bunch of times during his promo run with John, you know, he's reaching out to me and asking me for advice and telling me certain things. And actually, that's the reason. The stuff that Ace Amin was telling me was, and the reason why he was calling me for certain advice and bouncing certain ideas off me and whatnot, and we was having like good conversation, just building and shit. That's one of the reasons why I then, from a promo standpoint, came out and started to say like, yo, I got Ace Amin winning this battle. And that's why John dissed me in his rounds. You know what I'm saying? Yo, ARP, but Adam and Eve, his whole Garden of Eve scheme and all that, that's all promotion. That's John taking a shot, capitalizing on the promo that I'm joining in. I joined in to the promo of that saying, I'm putting money on Ace Amin and all that type of shit. So it's just like, Ace Amin now he gave me like that serve vibe. It's like, oh, is that what this is? Is it about to be like the next guy that is just like on some fuck RPE shit? But all my interactions with you have been real cool. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I think it's genuine how much he supports URL. That's his home, especially if he has emotional ties to them. So it's like, you know, if they helped him out with a health situation, whatever, that becomes a personal bond. You know what I'm saying? Like the same thing that he rapped, like you be in my shoes for 10 years. I helped 2 legal situations for Max Out alone. So I know that league owners help people get out of jail and do all that type of shit. I've been doing that for years myself. I did that for 2 people. I had one of the biggest rappers on Max Out 3 that was a part of one of the classic battles called me and said, yo, some jail shit just happened last night. Can you help me out with this? Cash out. Okay. I had another person that was going to end up in jail in less than 12 hours. And I helped him out. I had 2 jail situations that came to my phone weeks ago. So everybody that is good-hearted people and has the power to help does that.
Facts.
Okay. So let's be clear, dude. There's a lot of us out here that have those type of morals and principles, especially when somebody's health or freedom is on the line. And I'm glad that those people helped him out, because when we start talking about real shit like health and freedom, we all deserve help. If my health and my freedom is on the line, I could see people that's not even like my enemies, but people that might be on the fence with me, not want to see me fucking and it's not that level how I feel towards ARP. So that's how I feel in this world too. You know what I'm saying? So, but just know like what's common out here. Like my jacket is very similar, sir. All right. That was a good round though. That was a real good round.
It was.
A good round.
A Verb and Ill Will at the end of the round on stage. Was that dicey though, especially with a St. Louis crowd so heavy in there? Would you like to do that over? You got a chance?
No. Nah, for multiple reasons. the nostalgia of it, the element of it, the environment it creates, it adds a whole nother narrative to Max Out 3 that we just don't get a chance to see on the average event. You know what I'm saying? You just don't get to see it. Like, I used to say that starting five, Team Hami versus Writer's Block, was my favorite in the building RBE battle. I said that for years because the vibe in there, when you had people that had real ties, it's not that, oh, I got booked for a battle, I got a call, I got a contract, I got a check, I'm there to rap. It's different when there's a different element there, the teams and the vibes and the us versus y'all. That element is a part of Max Out 3. And that is part of what actually makes it historic. There's a lot of historic narratives in Max Out 3, and that's one of them. I would never erase that. Then on top of that, there's another element where I feel like I could get in my league on a business bag, and then I could even turn on some of battle rappers for that. And I could be like, so you're a star, right? Okay, cool. You want $50,000, right? Okay, cool. How many people you bring out? Oh, one? You know what I'm saying? Because when a nigga like Calico books his battles and he wants to come with 15 people, he negotiates those 15 people. If my back end is 30 grand, go ahead and take 4 grand off or whatever for the 20 people that I'm coming with. All right. So some of these people bring more business with them. Okay. So you got that element. Like, can you bring people out? Do you have people that support you that much? Okay, superstar. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see certain people that bring celebrities out. Sometimes it shows your status. You know what I mean? Sometimes you could impact the business at the door. QB is somebody. Something Shata used to say that to me all the time. Yo, there's something about QB in Atlanta.
I love QB.
When we book her, man, there's more chicks in the building. Like, pay attention, AR. I'm like, nah, I see it. There's more women in the building. They support QB.
Shout out my little QB, that's my little sister.
Yeah. So now there's so many reasons why, like, I don't take none of that back. It just becomes a part of what Max Out 3 is becoming. Because Max Out 3 is still sprawling and growing for different reasons, aging in multiple areas. I feel like that's part of it, man. You don't take that out.
Couple more questions here. How do you keep feeding Ill Will and Big K? How hard is that for you to feed them?
It's not an easy job because they deserve the best. You know what I'm saying? Battle rap's not gonna give us 50 matchups that are just same magnitude for those two guys. You know what I mean? It's not like battle rap produces, 10 new legitimate bona fide stars per year. We don't. We have pretty much the same set of stars because people are not really cultivating into, like, there's not another Mook that came. There's not another Hitman and Lux that came, and Charlie Clips and Arsenal and DNA, and there's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, really the last impactful stars you could say is like Twerk and Easy.
I would agree.
You know what I'm saying? But like battle rap, we cultivate that damn near some diamond in the rough because you could see 100 new faces this year, but you only, our last 5 years, got Twerk and Easy to get to that level.
Right.
Oh, and Geechee too. You know what I'm saying? So it was like the last 3, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's not a rapid rate. And, the matchups, this matchup by matchup just getting taken off the table. It's like, if we see Daylight versus Lux, it's like a lot of fans might just feel like at that point, like, all right, I'm good now. I got everything. Like, so it's like there's only but so many Hitmans you can get Ill Will. There's only but so many Murder Mooks you can get Big K. There's only but so many Charlie Clips you can get Rosenberg Raw. There's only but so many A-Verbs you can get for A-Wood. There's only but so many Arsenal battles that you can get for show off, or Calico battles you can get for show off. Like, so it's not an easy task, but those guys, they deserve the best. They really do.
Do you think we'll see Easy the Block Captain on Rare Breed Entertainment in 2024?
I think that's very possible. Okay. I think that's very, very possible. Me, Easy, I have a dope relationship, man. He's a good guy. The only shots that I take at Easy for the most part is me backing my guy Will and saying that Ill Will is the best battle rapper in the world. That's like the only shot I got for Easy. You know what I'm saying?
What was it first? Is it Big K or Ill Will? If Easy came there first, it seemed like at first it seemed like it's Ill Will, but now it feel like it's Big K Easy,
Well,
right?
it depends if it's like a champion of the year situation, or if it's just, it's always about timing, man. It's always about timing. Like, it could be a card where you got Hitman and Ill Will, then it's just like, yo, if Easy's coming, then maybe it's big. Like, you just never know. I want to see Easy versus Show Off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just never know. It's timing, it's situations, it's business, it's everything. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, to be honest, right now, when I'm talking about easy matchups, the only thing that I care about is him versus Geechee on I Do What I Want card.
Yeah, that's
So
gonna be
shout out to
crazy.
Chrome 23. That's really the only
Crazy.
thing I care about. It's a
That's
mega
gonna be
match.
crazy. Yeah, it's a
I
mega
think
match.
I think that could end up being the most important remaining battle of the year,
I would agree.
unless there's like Mook and Briz. You know what I'm saying? If Mook and Briz happens, then you got Mook Briz, you got Geechee and Easy.
Mhm.
And if Easy happens to beat Geechee and we end up with Big K versus Easy, those are the last three most significant battles of the year. I don't see those three getting top for the rest of the year if they happen. Well, we know one of them is happening,
Right,
but
right, facts. Are you done for the year?
possibly not. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yo, I'm stealing Ill Will shit because when I heard him say it in the face off, I was like, damn, I'm kind of like that. I'm stealing his shit. When Holla asked him, you know, like when we was talking about where niggas is at with their rounds, he's like, I ain't thought yet. I just wait for the guys to call me. And when they do, it just rains in.
Right,
That's really how I be with cards. You know what I'm saying? It's like I try to put my mind in vacation mode. Sometimes I'll be in vacay mode, but I'll still be active. I'll still be blogging. I'll still be on social media. Last time I was in a kind of different space. I put out that tweet. I was just like, I lost my love for battle rap
right,
around that time. Like the trenches card and everything. I was just like, I'm kind of like off of this shit.
right,
And then it was just it just started. I mean, it's just
right.
Max Out just started forming. It's just so sometimes it don't be planned. Like Max Out 3 wasn't planned for September 2nd like that. It just the moment just came. And I don't want to right now, especially after getting out of the Max Out 3 tornado, I don't want to plan shit. You know what I'm saying? But if the gods call, they call. You know what I'm saying?
Two more questions here. What are you doing
Yes.
with the other memorabilia with all the signings of the battle rappers? So what are you doing with that? That's dope.
Yeah. Yeah. I see Gerald McCoy put up his
Nice.
shout out to G.
Uh-huh.
I got one, and the third one I haven't decided what to do with yet. There was somebody in the building I wanted to give it to, and I couldn't
Yeah.
see. I didn't see the person. Um, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be. See, it's like it's very hard to give it to a battle rapper because I can't pick out just one person that I want to give it to.
Right.
Right? I don't know. Like a fan. I don't know. I just don't know.
To be
Huh?
continued.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
Last question. This is a year. I hate using anniversaries. It's such a bad word to use. A year
10 years.
ago, a year ago today, we lost Pat Stay, man.
Damn.
Yeah, for real. All right, it's all over social media and everything like that. The man's spirit still lives on. ARP. It's a beautiful thing today. Seeing all, we argue so much and bicker about who won this, who won that, this, that, and the third, right? But just to see the culture for one day wrap around and just throw old interviews of Pat Stay and stuff like that. You've had Pat Stay on your channel before, him and Danny Myers classic battle and everything like that, man. Talk to me, man.
I'm glad you just said that because I didn't know that today was the 1
Yes.
year anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really been on social media that much today. I don't even think I've been on my Twitter yet. So if the moment I would log on, I'm pretty sure I would have seen it.
Right.
So wow, I gotta process that right here in the moment. Like